Hello once again and welcome to another episode of Inside IU East Sports. I'm your host, Caleb Gillock. This past Saturday was senior day for the IU East men's basketball team, and for those of you that couldn't make it out to the Richmond High School Tiernan Center or just couldn't stick around for the senior ceremony, we got it on film for you. Let's take a look at the senior day festivities.
And back to IU East men's basketball here on the Red Wolf Sports Network. It's the senior day ceremony taking place right now. Let's listen in to IU East public address announcer Dennis Hicks as we honor our 5 seniors from the men's basketball team.
With a concentration in accounting, he is minoring in economics and in financial forensic investigation. After graduation, Nick plans on 1 additional year of schooling to prepare for the CPA exam, and then it's off to pursue a career in accounting. Nick will be a 4-time academic all-conference honoree. Nick says his favorite memories from his IU East career includes the team's trip to New York City in 2013, the many outlet malls the team has visited, and ultimately the best memory and goal for all of the Red Wolves is getting to the national tournament, which they hope to do 2 years in a row. Coach Hester says of Nick, "When we got Nick as a freshman, we didn't know what to think. Nick had that long mushroom haircut with that red hair, and he didn't say a whole lot. Now he's the emotional ringleader of a lot of things. Nick has always been the guy. Even though he came off the bench for the majority of his career, he's the guy that we considered a starter because when he played in crucial moments. And when he shot, he made big shots. In the classroom, Nick is a model student. He is going to be an accountant someday, and he's going to be successful. I'm really going to miss his energy and the things he gives us on the court. It's been a real pleasure to be his coach and to watch him develop." Mark Hester. Nick has a few words he'd like to share with the fans of IU East. Nick, the microphone is yours.
I just want to thank all the fans, my family, faculty, everyone for supporting me for 4 years. It's amazing feeling. That's why I chose IU East, was the family. You guys definitely lived up to my expectations, and thank you guys so much. Thank you for the coaching staff for believing me. Again, I thank God every day for playing basketball and coming here and playing with a great group of seniors and teammates. So again, thank you so much for everything. I appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nick Bolenbacher. Now let's meet our next senior in alphabetical order. Number 10, Vache Davis. Vache is the son of Sonia Davis, the brother of Demia Pope, and the grandson of Veronica Sanders. Also joining Vache is Angela Fairchild, who has been paired with Vache for 3 years in the Adopt a Wolf program. A native of Hammond, Indiana, Vache is a member of the IU East 1,000 Points Club. Additionally, he holds the IU East school record for most consecutive free throws made, most career free throws made, and most free throws made in a season. Yes, Vache gets fouled a lot. Vache's favorite memory from his IU East career is cutting down the nets for the first time in his basketball life after winning the KIAC conference tournament last season. He says it felt great to win the conference outright and that it was an honor to make the national tournament in Branson, Missouri. Vache is a business administration major. After graduation, he plans to begin his career with some work experience before going off to grad school. Coach Hester says, "Vache is probably one of the most special players I've had the opportunity to coach. I don't know if there's a player who has developed more as a person here at IU East than Vache has. We asked him to sacrifice a lot of his personal glory for the benefit of the team, and yet he's still going to go down as one of the top 5 players we've had statistically with his overall body of work, and he will be one of the biggest winners we've ever had. But what makes Vache special to me is how much he's grown as a person, not just on the court, but from involvement in campus life to being a leader throughout the campus. Vache is going to have an opportunity to be successful when he leaves here, no matter what he chooses to do. I hope and pray I can still be a part of that. Coach Hester. Vache has a few words he'd like to say to the IU East fans. The microphone is yours.
Hey, everybody. I would like to thank the man above for giving me the opportunity to be a part of this program. I want to thank you fans, my family from traveling all the way to Chicago and Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Throughout my years, I've seen some very familiar faces and support system through good and bad. I would like to give a shout out to Amanda Vance, Angela Fairchild, my man Casey, Jay Jones, Sheila Armstead, and those just a few, not to count nobody out, but I love everybody. And when it's all said and done, I'll be proud to come back as an alumni at the new Activity Center and be a proud alum. I want to give a special shout out to Jackie. It was her birthday yesterday. That's my best friend. And also my twin, Morgan. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you all the coaches. Love you guys.
Red Wolves fans, Vache Davis. Next, let's meet number 20, Jason Ray. Jason is the son of Denise and Michael Ray, and he is a native of Martinsville, Indiana. Jason is majoring in business administration with a concentration in accounting and a minor in financial forensic investigations. After graduation, Jason plans to attend graduate school to earn his master's degree in accounting and then to sit for the CPA exam. Jason has made either the Dean's List or the Chancellor's List every semester while he has attended IU East. He will graduate as a 4-time academic all-conference honoree and a 2-time Daktronics NAIA Scholar Athlete. Jason's favorite memory from his IU East career is cutting down the nets following the Red Wolves' victory in the KIAC Conference Tournament Championship game last season. Coach Hester says, "When we got Jason, we never heard him talk. Now, especially in the off-season, he's much more fiery, and we have to tone him down sometimes because he is very competitive and he plays so hard. Jason plays so hard that you have to take notice of what he does. More than anyone we've had, Jason is like an extra coach out there for us in practice. Jason just might be the smartest student on campus, and he's going to be able to do whatever he puts his mind to when he graduates. He's so intelligent, so good at what he does, that boy's going to be wildly successful." Coach Hester. Jason, the microphone is yours for your message to the fans.
I just want to thank the fans, just like everybody else did. You guys are great. Coming out here every night, it's a lot of fun. When you guys get behind us and we really start getting rolling, I appreciate all of it. I also wanted to thank the coaches for giving me the opportunity. I think they were all there when they recruited me, and I appreciate it. It's been great being here. Most of all, I want to thank these guys right here standing here. I know every single one of them's got my back, and I love every single one of them.
Red Wolves fans, Jason Ray. Next, let's meet number 33, Parker Salinas. Parker is the son of Troy Salinas and Kelly and Chuck Behiller. He is a native of Kokomo, Indiana. Parker is majoring in psychology, and after graduation, he plans to begin his career at Royal United Mortgage in Indianapolis. Last season, Parker represented IU East on the academic all-conference team. He also made the NABC Honors Court. Parker holds the IU East school record for most three-pointers in a game without a miss. If you were here for that game, you'll remember it. I think he was just showing off. Parker's favorite memory from his IU East career is going to Branson, Missouri last season for the Red Wolves' appearance in the NAIA Division II National Tournament. Coach Hester says, Park is one of the more likable players we've had in our program. He keeps things light. He came to us as a transfer from IU Kokomo, and he worked his tail off in the offseason and became a really, really good player at this level. I couldn't be more proud of what Parker has been able to accomplish. He always comes up with the big rebounds, and lately he's come up with all the big shots. He's Mr. Clutch. We wouldn't be as successful as we have been if Parker hadn't have developed himself into a player who could get the things done when we needed it. He's going to be missed because of how he kept things light and he kept things fun. It's been a real pleasure having him here for the past 3 years. Coach Hester. Parker, the microphone is yours.
I just want to say thank you to my teammates. First off, I love y'all guys. Thanks to the fans, and thanks to my family. Real good support system here. They always stood behind me. And a special shout out to Trini.
Red Wolves fans, Parker Salinas. Finally, let's meet number 0, Dom Williams. Dom is the son of Danietta and Anthony Shade, and he is a native of Fort Wayne, Indiana. Dom is a business administration major with a concentration in marketing. After graduation, he plans to open his own shoe and sports apparel store. Dom is one of 16 finalists for the Dark Horse Dunker at the 2016 State Farm College Slam Dunk and Three-Point Championship. You can vote for Dom at darkhorsedunker.com and help Don win a chance to represent IU East at the National State Farm College Slam Dunk Contest this spring in Houston, Texas. Dom's favorite memory from his IU East career occurred during the team's camping trip this past summer. He remembers Tyson Schubert and Thomas McClendon tipping over their canoe and all the Red Wolves jumping into the water to pull the canoe out while Tyson stood safely on the shore watching them all. Coach Hester says, Dom came in as a transfer, and he came in and he got accepted right away, and he worked as hard as possible to buy into what we wanted him to do. When we were talking to Dom and when we brought him in, we felt that he got it, that he understood what we wanted him to do and how to be a part of something bigger than himself. Dom kept working and doing what we needed him to do, and he worked himself right into the starting lineup. Dom has agreed to come over to the dark side now. That's right. He's going to join the coaching staff next season while he finishes up his degree. I hope the players can handle it. Off the court, he's been a model student athlete. He shows up every time, on time. He works hard in the classroom, and the man earns everything he gets. I'm really proud of what he has accomplished here, Coach Hester.
First of all, I just want to thank the coaching staff for giving me the opportunity to be a part of this program. And I want to thank all the fans and all the staff at IU East for just being open arms to me, being a transfer and coming in and just treating me as family. This is my home now. I want to thank all my teammates, brothers for life.
Red Wolves fans, it's Dom Williams. We will conclude now with Coach Hester's message to the Red Wolves men's basketball senior class of 2016. Coach Hester says, I could not be prouder of these 5 guys and what they've accomplished on the court and in the classroom. Nick, Vache, Jason, Parker, and Dom. We told you when you came to IU East you'd win a lot of basketball games, but that it would be the things you'd learn about life that would make your time here successful. I hope me and my coaching staff have contributed in some small way to your success. As we've always told you, we're a family that doesn't stop at graduation. You will always be a part of this program and a part of this great institution. Coach Mark Hester. Red Wolves fans, will you please, one more time, give it up for our seniors, Nick Bolenbacher, Vashay Davis, Jason Ray, Parker Salinas, and Dom Williams. Thank you to all of the fans for helping to recognize this great senior class, the class of 2016. Junior Red Wolves.
All right, well, there you have it, the senior ceremony for the IU East men's basketball class of 2016.
This is where a busy mom can work toward a bachelor's degree from a top national university during softball practice. It's where a service member can continue his college studies from anywhere in the world, and where you'll benefit from one of the country's most effectively delivered online programs.
Woohoo!
So, if you've ever wondered if a college education is really worth it, this is where you'll see that it is. This is Indiana University East Online.
And welcome back to more Inside IU East Sports. And speaking of seniors, IU East senior Franklin Christ and Wolf Tales reporter had a chance to sit down and talk with men's basketball senior Parker Salinas about life on and off of the basketball court. Here's Parker and Franklin.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Wolf Tales. I'm your host, Franklin Christ, and on today's episode, I'm joined by men's basketball senior Parker Salinas. Parker, good to have you, my friend.
Yep, good to be here, man.
All right. Parker, so dating back to your, let's first talk about your days back at Kokomo High School. Played with some good players, DJ Ballantine, one to speak of, Houston Clark, another. What was it that made DJ such a special player?
His work ethic, man. He was always in the gym. I mean, he got me to start working hard too, because, you know, sometimes I might have took it not as serious as he did, but, you know, he was always in there. And I think another thing was he was just a great teammate. You know, he liked to go out and do stuff and always be together, and that really helps, especially on the court, you know, with that chemistry. So.
Sure. What made that team so special? I know you were on a team that made a deep run into the state tournament, made it to the state finals. What was one of the more memorable parts of that team as well?
I would say just the camaraderie and the bus rides, man. We would all just joke around, and we were so close, everybody was. So when we got on the court, you know, it's just everyone's so unselfish. I mean, we had DJ who was the scorer, but I mean, he took a back seat sometimes because people got hot. And, you know, Taylor Pershins also, he's at Ball State right now. LeBradford Seabury, he's playing, I think, Purdue North Central. I mean, we had a bunch of guys on that team, and I think everybody knew their role, and that was really important.
Sure. Then after that, you went to IU Kokomo. You were on the team there that was in their second season. Talk about the building process there and what that was like, trying to really help build a program.
It was difficult for me because I was stepping into it. I took a year off, and so, you know, I came back, and the program was definitely just starting up, and I think that's probably the hardest I've ever worked, because they were trying so hard to be a new program and, you know, get out there. So it was difficult, but I mean, I definitely don't regret it, and it made me a better player.
Sure. Then, you know, following your stint there at IU Kokomo, decided to come to IU East, obviously. What was the ultimate decision in you wanting to come to East as opposed to staying at IU Kokomo?
I really wanted to be on a better team, and IUK, I kind of wanted to get away from home as well.
Sure.
So I just wanted to get, you know, I just felt it was just the better option. I don't know. Houston was he recruited me kind of and wanted me to come here. He was a big reason I came, but I don't know. I wanted something different.
Sure. Contrast the two schools. I mean, not only in the regard of basketball, but what was the difference really between the campus up there in the Kokomo and the campus here in Richmond?
I think the campus here in Richmond is it's a lot. I would say it's bigger, not a lot bigger, but bigger, and it's more friendly. I feel like I know more people, and I'm closer to more people, and I could go into anybody's office, I feel like, and just go in there and talk to them, you know, and it's just a lot closer. So I don't know.
Better for your plans in psychology?
Definitely, yeah. Back at Kokomo, I didn't know what I wanted to do, so I really wasn't.
Which is not, uncommon. But talk about your plans in psychology. What is it that you want to do exactly within that field?
Well, I would love to be like a counselor at a school. Mm-hmm. Probably high school. That would probably be my number one job, or a therapist. I feel like I would like to do that. But
sure. What is it about psychology that really interests you?
I like to know how people think and why they think the way they do. I think that's really interesting to get inside the brain of somebody and know, what's the reasons for them acting like the way they do. Sometimes people a little fun, sometimes a little serious.
Sure.
Depends on what the situation is.
Sure. Potential job leads?
As of right now, I'm going to be selling mortgages when I graduate, but that's just probably to pay the bills for a little bit.
Yeah, sure. I understand. Good starting place, though. Yeah. Well, Parker, I appreciate you joining me today. And for those of you watching at home, hope you can join us again next time in another edition of Wolf Tales.
And welcome back to Inside IUE Sports. That sound you just heard means that it is time for Wolf Center. Wolf Center is where you take a look back at last week's IU East results and ahead to next week's schedule. You can download the Wolf House sound you just heard for free by downloading the free IU East Athletics app at the iTunes App Store or at Google Play. Now taking a look back at last week's IU East results, on February 9th, the women's basketball team defeated IU Southeast 68-48 on the road. Libby Springmeyer had 12 points for the IU East Red Wolves. On February 9th, the men's basketball team fell to IU Southeast with a score of 87-78. Senior Nick Bollenbacher put up 14 points and pulled down 4 rebounds for the Red Wolves. On February 11th, the women's basketball team beat IU Kokomo 87-45. Daisha Boyd had 15 points along with 5 rebounds for IU East. Also on February 11th, the men's basketball team beat IU Kokomo 79-68. Sophomore Jacoby Claypool had 9 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists. On February 13th, the women's basketball team beat Brescia in a back-and-forth ballgame 91-88. Tia King had 30 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists. Also on February 13th, the men's basketball team picked up a senior day win 83-70 over Brescia. Senior Parker Salinas scored 25 points and 5 rebounds. Now taking a look ahead at the schedule, on February 20th, the track and field teams will be at the DePaul Invite. It begins at 11 a.m. in Greencastle, Indiana. It is the season finale for the indoor season for IU East. On February 20th, the women's basketball team will host Midway for their final regular season ball game and final conference game of the season. Tip-off is scheduled for 2 p.m. and it will be at Earlham College. On February 24th will be the KIAC Women's Basketball Tournament quarterfinals. It's going to be against a to-be-announced opponent, and it'll be held at Earlham College. The winner will advance to the KIAC semifinals, held on February 27th. Also on February 24th will be the men's basketball KIAC tournament quarterfinal. It'll be against a to-be-announced opponent for the men's basketball team, also held at Earlham College, with the winner advancing to the kayak semifinals on February 27th. That concludes this week's episode of Inside IUE Sports. I'm your host, Caleb Gillock. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.